Yo, mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Beautiful.
Right now.
You know music, so you know this, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
You play instrument, or you just?
I picked up a guitar last summer, so
And how'd that go?
I'm having fun with it. I have a homie who plays guitar pretty well,
Yeah.
so
You playing electric, acoustic?
I can play both. I started with the electric just because I wanted to, but as I started traveling a lot, I couldn't really bring a kit, so
You can't take that on the road.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I just grabbed the acoustic.
Who's your influences? Like, who are you listening to?
Oh, who do I enjoy, man? I listen to so much music. I like Deftones. I like Panic at the Disco.
Yep.
I like Paramore, John Mayer,
Wow.
Prince, obviously.
Yeah, he's a hell of a guitarist.
Too much. I listen to too much music, honestly.
You
That's
listen
just,
to old blues guitar, like B.B. King or anything like that?
I need to tap in with it. That's a good idea. I remember I was watching a movie that he was in. They were talking about. I forgot what movie it was, but yeah, I'll give him a listen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm so open to like whatever kind of music. Like if somebody, I can't even tell y'all. Me and Pat Riley got some music back and forth, just a little bit. He sent
Really?
me a couple songs every once in a while. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
What, like on Spotify or something?
He got a little playlist. He got a little playlist.
Pat's playlist. What's on it? You can't tell us what's on it?
I think we could.
Nah, I can't tell y'all yet.
He likes like some of the
He listens to
70s, like,
everything. He
Yeah,
listens
really?
to everything.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, what he told me, he mentioned Post Malone to me. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
like country Post Malone or
Sorry,
like older
Pat.
Post Malone?
Is there an older Post Malone?
Or not like old, but,
But-
like, was it the country album or like something before like when he was,
I don't know. I didn't get that far. That's all I needed to hear is Post
Okay.
Malone. I like Post Malone, so cool.
Post
That's
Malone.
crazy.
Yeah.
I've never have guessed that.
What's on the pregame playlist for you? What gets you pumped up, and has that changed
Yeah.
over the last few years?
Yeah, it's definitely changed over the last few years. My second year in Houston, I was like, man, I got to stop listening to rap music and super upbeat music before I play because it's got me too.
Oh, really?
It's got me, yeah. So I just kind of transitioned to more
Were
of
you
a
getting too hyped up? Is that what it was?
probably something like that. It gets my heart pumping too much. I mean, basketball is supposed to be
Slow it down.
yeah. At least on that side, when it comes to processing things, all that stuff, all that music's going straight to your brain. So I just started. My dad ended up giving me a vinyl record, so I would listen to music on that pretty often. And whether I was working out in the gym or getting ready for a game, I would just listen to a lot of R&B, slow music, things that my parents would play in their car when I was younger, stuff like
Nice.
that. Just anything that was slow and kind of soothing, I would tap in with.
I didn't know this, but I saw this. I was doing some research. You're related to Tayshaun Prince?
Yeah, so like that's my brother Patrick's god brother. They grew up across the street from each other in Compton. That's not necessarily my god brother, but
Okay.
I've been.
That was listed as your god brother. I was like, I didn't hear that.
I've been around him off the strength of that being my brother's god brother. So yeah, it's
But
like
were you
family.
able to talk to him about this whole
Yeah.
NBA journey and everything?
Yeah, so I ended up really connecting with him like during my NBA process. I had a workout in Memphis, so we all went to lunch and we just got to chop it up.
That's
Sure.
right.
Yeah.
How has that transition been for you? Because, I mean, obviously you're a high draft pick, and I know everybody's talked about your journey,
Yeah.
but it's been difficult making the transition from NBA to G League and now back to trying to get your footing in the NBA door again.
Yeah, I mean, so one of my coaches was John Lucas when
Yeah.
I was in Houston.
He's great.
So yeah, he's amazing. And even when I was there, he was like, "Yo, you're here, but you're not here yet." So I've never tried to get too comfortable. And I understand that life is a journey,
Sure.
despite like just the NBA. You know, just in general, life is a journey, and this isn't the first time that I've had trials and tribulations. So I'm pretty balanced with the grind of things, and I understand that.
You see some people get broken by that, though. I mean,
That's the difference, though, between those who keep going and those who stop. It's like survival of the fittest.
Is after being a first-round pick, is the two-way contract something you can get excited for?
Yeah, another opportunity. Yes, absolutely. Like, man, that's all you can ask for as a young ball player. It's just opportunity, and then, I mean, to come here in May and just grind for a spot. I was a free agent this summer, but I bet on myself to get a spot here. So, like, to see that come in fruition just by the work that I put in and that they've guided me to do, It's a blessing,
You
honestly.
see some immediate dividends, right? Because you're the Summer League MVP.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. You had the dunk, and you had that clutch three-pointer to set up Pella for the game winner
Mm-hmm.
in the championship game in overtime. Now that you had a couple months to reflect on it, what was the better feeling in that moment? Like, you don't have to,
The better feeling in the moment.
in the moment, and you don't have to go team success because the championship, but maybe that's part of it. Like in the
Yeah,
moment,
yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't know you had won the championship after you hit the three-pointer. That dunk was.
It's
sick.
a dunk, though. It's got to be the dunk. You're overthinking it at this
I
point.
don't know. The dunk was fire. But I look at the dunk and I'm like, man, I could have jumped way higher than that. The three ball was a complete bomb. Like, that kind of like just sent waves through the arena. Like, oh my gosh.
And that was NBA Jam. I'm on fire. That was what, your 20-something point? Like
I think that was
that was your last point of the game. Honestly.
that was
Yeah.
I think that made 24. You see me put my hands in the air,
Yeah.
cross my chest, like cross my heart. I was like, "Oh, thank you, God." So I think the feeling of that one was better than the dunk.
Okay. And then the feeling of when you get that phone call, I'm assuming it's Pat Riley, maybe it's somebody else to say we want to offer you the two-way.
Well, I mean, Pat Riley texted me a song because right after we won, he had texted me a song. I had never even had a conversation with him before, but he's watching the game. So I had me and Jaime had our interview after the game,
Right.
and he heard like what was my routine or my mindset, and I was like R&B music, prayer, and meditation.
Sure.
So he just quoted me on that after, and he was like, the song was called What You Won't Do, and he was like, what Josh Christopher won't do. I feel like this is sacred information, but it's all right though. But yeah, so that's
great.
Yeah.
But everybody thinks, Pat Riley, he's older from a different era and everything like that, but he still finds a way to connect with young guys.
Come on, man. Y'all see how he comes in the gym with his sleeves rolled up. That man has ice. He's swaggy. Like, he's a swaggy for sure. Good man. Great man.
That's awesome. How does your NBA experience, how does that change your mindset when you go into a training camp like this one? Obviously, you've been to a couple of different training camps before, but now this is your first camp with the Heat, really. So
Yeah.
what's that kind of approach like for you over the next couple of weeks?
Just to do as I'm asked, really lock in, learn as much as I can, be low maintenance, limit mistakes, and just be as sharp and efficient as possible. It's an audition for me, so another audition. So
You can't worry too much about making mistakes, though, right? Because
no, but still though, like if you can't make shots, you can't play.
Sure.
If you turn the ball over, you can't play. Like, so it's these mistakes that will hinder your time on the floor and your opportunity. So when you get on the court, you don't worry about making mistakes, but you still have to be aware that let me not do anything stupid, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
let me try to limit these things. But on the court, you're not worried about them because that's when you mess up. But
Is that something you've learned throughout your NBA career? It's not so much like obviously you got to get buckets, like you got to put up, you got to be productive.
Yeah.
But also, it's some of the things that you don't do, like the turnovers, like the mistakes. It's like it's not just adding, but it's also subtracting.
yeah, I mean, that's like I said. If you can't take care of the ball, you cannot play. Because if I need to get the ball to Butler and I can't do that, that's a problem. If I can't get the ball into Bam in the post, that's a problem. Like, so these are the things that come with being a role player, complimentary player. Like, you got to make sure you get guys the basketball. You got to take care of it. You got to be able to bring the ball up the floor. So yeah, just being sharp is the most
Your
important.
game's already changed a lot. I mean, you came into the league and you were known as a scorer, right? That was mostly a scorer playmaker. I'd say.
Yeah.
You described yourself recently as maybe like a 3-and-D player.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways you can. I mean, basketball. It's a long game, and there's so many different ways you can affect.
Yeah.
So when I say I'm a 3-and-D player, I'm not saying I'm not ever gonna shoot another paint mid-range jump shot. Again, it's gonna come an opportunity to where I can be myself. But the basis of where I'm trying to grow and develop is knocking down catch and shoots and really just locking guys up. And then I get out and transition well. So if I play the passing lanes good, I guard my man, I'll get steals, I get deflections, and then I can play to my strengths in the open court. So, 3-and-D, yes. But does that limit everything else that I can do and put me in a box? I don't think so.
Nice.
Couple speed round questions as we finish up here. You've known Jaime for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys play on the same AAU team?
Yeah, we played on the Truth together for 2 sessions.
Who was the coach of that team?
Jason Crow.
That's right.
Yeah, Jason Crow. So that was a fun time too. I have a memory with him it was in LA, like the preheat session before you actually go to EYBL, and we just had a really fire, turned up game. And I think I had a dunk or he had a dunk. I might have threw him a lob or something happened, and he came back down half court and gave me a high five so hard. I still remember the feeling of it. My hand was ringing, but that's how excited we were at the time. But I was like, oh my gosh, my hand hurts so bad.
That's awesome.
So Jaime was in the dunk contest last year.
Yeah.
You just said you could have even jumped higher on that dunk in Summer League, which I'm still not sure I believe it, but you're saying it, so
Yeah.
I'll choose to believe you. So who's the
Okay.
better dunker between you and Jaime?
Ooh.
Jaime got that.
Yeah.
Jaime got that. I'm getting old. Jaime got that one. I could put the ball between my legs. I can go East Bay. I could 360. I'm not really like a trick dunker like that.
Right, it's different.
Yeah.
Like dunk contest
You
is different.
don't put me in a dunk contest.
In-game dunks, though.
In high school, you can put me in a dunk contest because it's not.
How old were you the first time you dunked?
I think I was in the 7th grade. So what is that, like 13 or something
like
like
12,
that?
13,
Yeah,
something
like
like
12,
that.
13. Yeah, that was my first time dunking.
If you could have done anything other than basketball, what would it be?
I played soccer, and I probably would have went down a music path because my dad plays the piano. That's his sport. So I probably would have done that, or I would have been an actor, some type of entertainer. I don't know,
Really?
something like that.
That's nice.
If you had to take a road trip, like a long, like you're in the car for 10, 12 hours
10,
with
12.
one of your teammates, who would you pick?
Which teammate would I choose?
Yeah.
Long road trip. It's a long time.
I would probably choose Caleb Daniels because that's really my dog for real.
All right.
That's my dog for real. He's from New Orleans, and my folks is from New Orleans too. My papa, rest in peace. Yeah, so he probably know where some good food is on the way.
There you go.
And that's my boy. Like, yeah, he's just super chill, good dude. I like
do
Caleb.
Do a little southeast, start here, go to New Orleans.
You know
keep
what I'm
going
saying?
through
Yeah,
Texas,
we can
get to
stop
LA.
by, go get some beignets,
There you
keep
go.
it going.
First Miami Heat memory, not for you, but like just growing up, maybe seeing them on TV or social media or anything. Like, when you think about the Miami Heat when you were a kid?
Okay.
Who do you picture in that jersey, and what's sort of a memory that you have?
Probably D Wade
Yeah.
when he was with Converse. We had a pair of
Ooh.
D Wade Converse in the house, so that's my first Heat memory
Those
for
are my
sure.
first basketball shoes.
Yeah, I think they were like black with like a
Yep.
a big white toe box.
Yep.
Yeah, those ones. For sure.
Those were the best shoes he ever came out with. Even
Those are nice.
can't find them anymore.
I almost forgot what they look like, but I just remember them being inside of like my home for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, thanks so much, man.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate
you.
you guys, man. Thank
Take
you.
care. Good luck this week.
Likewise, appreciate
Good luck
it.
in